The Chromatics Camp at the Musical Mountain. Written by Julie Kirchhubel. Narrated by Daniel Smerdon. Sound engineered by Tana Rose. Chapter 1. Saturday Morning. It was Saturday morning at the farm. Roosters were crowing and birds were chirping. The sun was up, the air was fresh, and there was a clear blue sky. It was a perfect day. Springtime was a wonderful time on the farm, and September was traditionally the best month of the year. As usual, Farmer had been up for a couple of hours doing the early morning jobs that always had to be done. Saturdays were not usually very busy on the farm, but today was a special Saturday. It was Farmer's Market Day. The farmers' markets happened once a month in town. It always meant lots of packing of fruit and vegetables in boxes, loading them into the truck, and then driving into town. But before the packing could happen, Farmer had to milk the cows and feed the chickens. And of course, he needed to have his breakfast too. Farmer was certainly busy, but he liked doing what he did. After all, he was very proud of his farm, and he enjoyed living in the country. Farmer spent a lot of his time each day with the animals. This was the noisiest and busiest part of the farm. But not all parts of the farm were as exciting. For example, not a lot really happened where the fruit and vegetables grew. In fact, this area of the farm could actually be quite boring if you spent a lot of time there. No wonder the fruit and vegetables that lived there were a bit lazy. Lying around, nothing to do each day. The sun created a special warmth for them that made them feel quite comfortable and cozy in their soil. To be honest, life at the farm was pretty slow, and each day was pretty much the same if you were a fruit or a vegetable. But all was about to change on this particular Saturday. Chapter 2. An Adventure? Strawberry had woken up very early, and she just couldn't get back to sleep. And the reason for this? Because it was going to be her birthday tomorrow. Strawberry was so excited that she couldn't stop thinking about it. What could she do to keep herself busy so that the time would pass more quickly? "I feel like going on an adventure today," she announced to a silent world, but her words were only met with the sounds of gentle snoring from the other fruits and vegetables, who were still sleeping. "I said, I feel like going on an adventure today," she repeated, this time in a louder voice. Still, apart from some mumbling and grunting, there was no response from the sleeping friends. The first to respond to Strawberry was Eggplant, though he wasn't at all interested in what she had to say. "I'd rather sleep in," he muttered, and he proceeded to roll over and go back to sleep. Carrot was only half awake when he heard Strawberry. "An adventure? What type of adventure?" he yawned. It seemed a bit early on a Saturday morning to be thinking of planning a day's activity. "What's the hurry anyway?" He closed his eyes and tried to remember what he'd been dreaming of. Not to be discouraged, Strawberry kept persisting until she had woken all of the fruits and vegetables and had gained their attention. "Okay, good to see that we're all awake. I was getting a bit lonely for a minute there," she said impatiently. "I'm in the mood for an adventure today. Who's going to join me?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?